just who we are.
It's important to fill your cup. So, what are you guys doing these days to fill it?
So currently, um, I create and step away. Those are the two things that help me. So like when I'm doing whatever it is I'm creating, I do tend to pour myself into that project. I'm hyper focused. Like I can't do anything else. I'm not eating. I'm not sleeping. Like like I want to finish whatever it is that I'm working on, and I stay focused until I'm not. And that's a bad
Yeah,
thing because I might not finish it. I'm in, I'm
yeah.
in, I'm in, and then I'm not. And I might a lot lately I have been finishing my projects, but I honestly I don't always. Like I started a dress a few
Mm.
weeks ago and yeah, I stopped. I'm gonna start to work on socks, making socks. So the other thing is I take a minute to myself. So I used to have like self-care Sunday. I got that from
Insecure. Hmm.
what's it, Insecure TV show. So I thought it was a very good thing. Like it was very important to take that time to yourself. But now, my mom moved away. I don't have the support that I used to have as far as my children are concerned. So I have to be a single mom. So I don't really have a whole day that I could just say
Do
I'm gonna
me.
just f them kids and it's just about me. So I have to take some moments and I take them wherever I can get them. So it might be me sitting in the car after work just by myself for however long I can sit, or me just going in the bathroom, or closing my bedroom door and telling the kids, "Hey, I need a minute."
So I would say mine currently, what I'm doing is, well, I'm trying to be more active. So I've been going to the gym. I kind of fell off last week because I had a lot going on, but really there was no excuse, because that should have been for me, no matter what I had going on, because really those things that were going on weren't about me.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm trying to go to the gym. And even if it's not that I don't see the results, it's that heart health and try to clear your mind a little bit. And I don't sleep well. So that's supposed to, help me with
Yeah.
that. So the gym is currently my go-to thing. But I just want to be active. So even if I don't make it to the gym, I'll go, try to go for a walk, or I did have some skates gifted to me. So I might incorporate that, every now and then, even if it's just doing it in my garage, doing something, move my body. So that's my pointing to me currently,
you know
anyway.
back to you saying like the being more active, that was a part of my plan. And then like I got hurt, right? So I hurt my foot and go to the gym
Hmm.
because I can't even wear closed shoes. I'm like wearing flip-flops and socks to work because I can't wear closed shoes at all. And last night I was talking to one of my coworkers and she was offering me a drink. And I was like, no, I'm not drinking. I can't drink until October because I'm doing this challenge. And she was asking me about it. I'm like, yeah, I got to work out. She's like, you been working out? I said, nah, I've been eating better. But I was like, but I hurt my foot, so I
Yeah.
can't. She's like, but why can't you? You can't get on a treadmill. You can't. But what about weights? Like, what about other stuff? You could do other stuff. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I can do other stuff. And I do have
Yeah.
stuff at home that I can do. So it's not that I got to go in the gym and try to
Hmm.
tell them, like, I'm not going to do this. I know I have on slides. No, I have stuff at home that I can do. So that just goes back. I need to add that to, I
Yeah.
need to get, do that as well.
I am, I guess, working on being patient with myself because I know the things that I need to be doing. I know the things that I should be doing, like all of those. Like, what's the right thing and what you should and should not be doing. But I think sometimes I lack the motivation to do it
Mm.
because I lack the care for self, if that makes sense. Because when you really, really care about something, you do what you have to do so that thing can be better,
Yeah.
Mm.
external. So
Yes.
I think my problem is that I lack the care about being better because I am here. Like, how sometimes you need for something to like knock you in the head for you to be
Yeah.
like, you need to get on your, and I don't want that to happen,
Yeah.
but I'm still not doing what I'm supposed to do so that it don't
Yeah.
happen. So I'm just like wrestling with that and just trying to be patient with myself and just do what I need to do because I do lack the
You know
motivation to
what,
do it.
Paige? I remember, and this is something that I probably should have said to you, even though it didn't work for Bella. When Bella's kids were younger, it's still that way now, but when they were younger, her whole life revolved around them. Everything. Everything. And I
Yeah,
used to tell her, your kids gonna
yeah,
grow up and leave. And then what?
yeah,
You're not gonna know what to do with your life because your whole life is them. And now we're actually at that
yeah,
time where our kids are growing up. I mean, my kid, my daughter's younger than I have the youngest, so I still have a little bit more time. But my life don't revolve around my kids. So, but y'all's do.
Hmm.
yeah,
So you could be
yeah,
dead tired and you'll get up to take your kid and do for your kid. But you could be dead tired knowing that you said you were going to go to the gym or you were going to get up and meal prep or go for a walk.
Right.
And it's like, you got to put that same, and I'm
yeah,
speaking to myself too, even though it's not me sacrificing everything for my kids. Not saying that I don't sacrifice, but I also, they're not everything in my world. I do, hell, but I end up sacrificing for other
Yeah.
people, still not for me. But like
yeah,
we have to make sure that
Yeah.
we put in that same effort and love that we put into other people's projects into our own projects, which is ourself or our business or whatever it is that we want, whatever goals we set. We don't put in that effort for us. Like they say you
yeah.
go to work every day and make somebody else's dream come true, but you don't take the time to make your own dream come true, and you put in
Right.
everything you have to make their business successful.
I think it's also frustrating when you for like because you have motivation and I know that I know the answers to everything that I'm saying. I know the solutions to everything that I'm saying. Do I take that on for myself? No, but I can give you some good advice on what you need to do and
Yeah,
how you need to do it because I know the right
yeah,
thing to do. I just
Yeah.
don't apply it to myself. But like you have this burst of motivation. You have it. You're doing it. You're doing everything. You're doing great. This you and then nothing changes. And then that motivation, like, what am I doing all of this for? You're not supposed to forget the motive. You're supposed to keep moving because
Yeah.
eventually it'll happen. You know the saying, yeah, you keep going and that.
Yeah.
But after you go for so long and nothing happens, eventually look like never.
so
Mm.
I just had that conversation with my mom yesterday. And now we were talking about, I don't know what. And I said, you are so optimistic. And she said, you have to be optimistic. And I said, I don't think I'm an optimistic person. I think that
Amarillo.
I'm a, I think that I'm realistic. And she said, when you're optimistic, you have hope. You always
Mm.
have hope. And you have to have hope. And I said, how long do you have hope? And how long can you be optimistic when everything that you're looking for, it keeps don't
Mm.
happen over and over again? It don't happen. It don't happen. It don't happen. She said, then you change what you're hoping for. You change what you're optimistic for. But if you're not optimistic, then what are you working towards? And it's not really to change your goal. It's to change the path to your goal. Is to revamp the road. So you have to figure out, this is still the goal, and when you went this way it
The
didn't work,
detour.
so right, you got to go around the back door, you got to go through this way. So but that's hard.
But do you change every time something don't work? Like how do you know? You know what I mean?
That's a
Just
good
because it
question.
didn't work don't mean you supposed to change and go another way. And sometimes you do supposed to change. So how do you know when it's time for you to change your route and when it's time for
I
you to
don't
be
know.
persistent?
I have that issue too because it's like an analysis paralysis. You think about so much about the situation that you don't do anything. It's like I got so much to do. I got to do this, da, 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 and I'm supposed to be doing this, and now I'm just gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
I'm like that ain't helping nothing. But it's like you stuck sometimes. But
Yeah. I'm not a quitter either. I've never been a quitter. I didn't get to where I am now for being a quitter, but I do have a lot of moments of doubt.
I think that's why you have to have your tribe and have that accountability partners and things like that.
We get stuck, and we do need accountability partners. And I think too, it's like when I said about like I don't put on lingerie. It's uncomfortable for me because what if it's not accepted? Like what if he's like, I know
Yeah.
he wants what's under it, but looking at the packaging is
Yeah.
like you ain't have to do it,
Yeah.
like girl, even and it's not that any man has ever said that. That's just me and
Yeah.
my insecurities. So like within a friendship, it's like, man, am I should I send this picture? Like they probably
Yeah.
like getting like Nika, come on now, like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
enough,
Yeah. It's a
you know?
personal. Yeah. It's personal. It's the thoughts that you personal thoughts that you have about a certain situation. You project those thoughts onto other people when it's really not
Yeah.
even that.
It
Yeah.
ain't even
Sometimes
that.
it's
It's not
about
Yeah.
that.
them too. Even
Yeah.
though it's off subject, but it's still on. But about the lingerie, it's not about them. This is still going back to pouring it into yourself. You might not have even been in the
Yeah.
mood, but you got this song now. It's like, you know what, I am. Now I'm gonna send this picture because I'm that girl right now. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not finna send a picture of no lingerie.
But I'm just
No.
saying.
So don't even think about
I'm just saying.
that. Nah.
And you know what? I think that
But
most of the way you move through life, and I'm learning this and figuring it out, most of the way you move through life and everything, professionally and personally, goes with how confident you are
yeah.
and how you feel about yourself. Like that
Yeah.
feeling when you walk in a room, when you, I don't know, go to an interview, or when you meet somebody new, or you, all of those things is a reflection of how you personally feel when you present yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the outcome is from that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's really personal.
Yeah.
Everything is really personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I remember, and it's not that you have to have a man to make you feel this way, but like when I remember I was at work, that my like a old job, and one of my coworkers was like, "You're glowing.
Mhm.
You're glowing." And I didn't even realize it, but I knew, like, you in a new relationship and everything is just beautiful, and y'all going out and talking and learning each other and spending all the time, and I'm just beautiful and I'm gorgeous, and hey sexy and good morning beautiful, and, you know
Yeah.
and it's like you just floating, because when that text message, that's that good text message, because he finna say
Right.
something that's finna make me giggle. And
Right.
it's like it's hard to have that same energy just for me, like, like I'm not boosting myself up like that. I'm not looking in the mirror,
Yeah.
hey, beautiful. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I promise. Like the last week's episode, I'll text. I'm like, hey, I'm not saying that I don't want you to watch every week. I do want you to watch every week, but I look cute on this one, so you gotta go look. I was cute. I got that text.
Yeah.
But that's like joy too.
Yeah,
Like those type of feelings and stuff, those are that's joy and happiness that you put, again, what you project out into the world based on how you feel at that
yeah,
moment. And people can see that. It's an
yeah.
energy that you kind of send off. And when you feel like crap, you send that energy like you feel like crap.
And so if you're not pouring into yourself, filling your cup, how are you going to
That's true.
radiate that?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Because when
Mhm.
you don't feel good within yourself, you project that and you just radiating, however you feel,
A funk.
sadness and
Hmm.
depression, and you know what I mean? You walk different. When you don't feel good, you walk different. You walk like you
Yes.
want to be invisible. Like you don't even
Visible.
realize it though, but that's
Yeah.
how you walk. You presenting yourself like you don't want to be seen. You probably, your shoulders not high. You got a
Yeah,
slump in your, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're just trying to
yeah.
get through the day.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. You're just
I'm
trying to
gonna
get
tell
through
you,
the
when
day.
I get to work,
Yeah.
this thing right here, these things right here are life. Before I get out, before I get out my car, I put on whatever. It's always rap, whatever rap song, whatever trap music, whatever that's gonna get me through. And I walk in the building rapping every morning. Walk in the building,
Bump all you get a
I
grip.
listen to everything. That's right. That's right. And it's like people, good morning, good morning, good morning, and I'm still rapping. Good morning, still rapping. Good morning. You said something? No. Good morning. I'm still rapping. Like, cause I got to.
just like when you go into the gym too. Like people listen to music, a
Yeah,
certain type of music for that
you gotta
motivation,
have that
for that
Yeah.
pump,
adrenaline rush.
for that,
Yeah,
you
you
know what I
gotta
mean?
hype your.
So it's kind of like the same thing.
And
Yeah,
you know what else about the gym? I noticed it, and it's of course it's about some. Everybody's different, but when you put on cute clothes too, it give you a different energy. Like me, I think heels also made my posture better, and I felt better in heels because to me it shaped me better. It just made me feel better about myself.
hmm,
But then when I started going to the gym, it's the same concept. I got my little sheet in 1-2 numbers, and I'm like, you can't tell me nothing. Now I ain't lost a pound, but you cannot tell me nothing. Now I'm making eye contact. So now, what are you planning to do that will still fill your cup? So for me, I want to take bachata classes, even though that's still on the side of work moving my body, but I like dancing. I like being out sometimes.
yeah,
I like being in my house. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm out, I want to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to take bachata classes. I've been on Groupon and I done signed up, but I just haven't scheduled my class yet because I kind of got that weird feeling like if I go to this class, what if I'm the only one that don't have a partner? Now I'm gonna have to dance with the teacher and I'm looking like that person. But I got to get over that. But that's what my planning to do is.
yeah,
I'm stuck on the planning part. I actually did think of these questions, think of answers for these questions. I feel like just so overwhelmed in life, and I'm just
Mm,
trying to get through to the next part, the next thing, the next emergency, that
mm-hmm,
I haven't really taken the time to plan. So
mm,
like I know what I want. Like I
mm-hmm,
want to open my own business, right? So,
mm-hmm.
but to actually put forth the the effort and like I said before, like I put it on
That's planning right there. And you just have to put your steps together.
right. So, but I've had this
Mm-hmm.
plan in my mind for too long to say I haven't put the steps, you know? So it's like I'm constant. And the thing that I want to do is actually what I do, you know? It's just not doing it for someone else, it's doing it for me. So I
yeah.
actually have to take the steps to do, but it's like I also have to, I'm so used to just doing it myself, like having my own business.
Mm,
You know, you got to delegate. I can't do everything myself. I have to find
yeah.
reliable people to execute my vision and my plan.
I have several things that I need to start working on. Some things that I am going to start now, but long term, I also want to start my own business. I have so many different things that I want to do, and the thing is, I can see myself there. I know what it look like. I know
That's
what
the
I
part.
look
Yeah.
like. I know what life look like. I know what it looked like there. And I think my hiccup is because of where I am now, I don't like I can't see myself there, if that makes sense. Like cuz who
Mm,
I am now don't look like that person. She is not that person. She is, even though she looked exactly like me, I know she, where I am now is not, so it kind of look unrealistic, if that's what I'm saying. Like that
mm-hmm.
person that I see in the life that she has is unrealistic to who I am now. But
Yeah.
if you can see it, you can be it. I know the steps that I need to take to be her. Like I know exactly what I need to do. So that's what I need to work on now. Getting myself together mentally, physically, and emotionally. That's what I'm working on right now to fill my cup.